that dream of having something of Chanel, a line that's always been elegant and refined and really distinguishes you as a woman. At least that's my thoughts, and I know that those are your thoughts because we are talking right now with the one and only who created Dreaming of Chanel. How are you?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm well. I'm enjoying Las Vegas.
Well, Charlotte Smith is here introducing her book, Dreaming of Chanel, because it's quite a story, which is kind of intriguing. You inherited over 7,000 pieces of different designers, but exclusively your passion has been Chanel.
Yes, well, my passion's been Chanel, and it's also been Dior, because I think they're two very instrumental designers in the history of design.
Absolutely.
And I think people now still refer back to their designs from all the years that they were designing to create things for now. And this is why it's interesting to have it here at Magic, because we see the old and then we see new things that you can see a definite correlation between the two.
So throughout history, what besides Chanel, what are some of your inspirations that you say this is one of the dresses that I can never forget? These are one of the pieces that one of your true inspirations.
Yeah. Well, I guess you'd have to look at sort of the Victorian era would be one of my dresses in Victoria. Then I think you'd probably go to maybe Lucille, who was a survivor of the Titanic, Lady Duff Gordon, beautiful, uncorseted, glamorous, feminine, gossamer silks, I mean, just fabulous. And then, of course, you probably Vionnet, how she cut the dress on the bias.
I love how she said it.
Madeleine Vionnet. And I also love Balenciaga. I love that name too.
Of course, I love that name.
So, and I've got one of his dresses here too, all ruffled and just like a flamenco dancer's dress.
So let me tell now, the designs that we see behind it, the collection from 1920s and on, these are all yours?
These are all mine.
Oh,
these
wow.
are 16 of 7,000. And they represent 50 years of fashion history, showing the different silhouettes, the different colors of red as it's been used in each decade. And of course, black is black, but how, you know, you can have a simple solid color and yet have a stunning dress just by the way it's been cut and the length and the ruffles or whatever they've put on it.
It's amazing how everything has, the evolution of fashion, how everything has changed so much, but yet there's something about these pieces that are so unique.
Oh yeah, and I think what you see with the vintage line, and certainly some of the lovely pieces that are on display that are part of the fair here, is the quality and the quality of the fabrics and the way the zip has been put in and how they've done the trim. It's all about quality. Makes a big difference.
Now let's talk about Dreaming of Chanel. I love, oh my goodness, if you guys were here, you have to feel this. Now tell me why you did this way, because you said it was very interesting. I mean, you really captured everything in this book.
Well, it's
amazing.
It's flocked, so it's got a lovely velvety feel. And when we were coming up with the cover of the book, the idea is that garments and fabrics and everything, they're tactile. So you want a book that first you can pick up and not read on a screen, and then of course when you touch it, you can imagine, and it just brings back memories of maybe something you've worn.
Or something that you want
or
to
that you
purchase.
want.
Absolutely.
Like a Dior and a Chanel.
So this is a beautiful book, Pink, Dreaming of Chanel. Tell us now where can they find this book?
The book is sold in most bookstores. It's printed by Atria Press, Simon & Schuster in America. It's also HarperCollins in Australia, so you can get it anywhere.
So tell us a little bit, what's your favorite part of this book? I mean, there's beautiful pictures in here, beautiful designs of dresses. Now, what is something that's really, oh, I love that. That just looks fun. Oof, I love that.
And that's actually here. It's down at the end, 1920s.
Let's take a look at that. Let's see.
So it's down at the end. So that was my earliest one here, 1920s. And
wow.
When you look at it, you know, you just see such a different silhouette. And of course now, especially in Australia, we wear lots of dresses that are very diaphanous and very floaty because of course it's so hot there. And so, you know, that 20s style is very, very popular still, but you can see it's very
trendy.
fragile.
That's one of the trends that's coming back.
Yeah, definitely. And then what they've done is, you know, you have these fantastic sleeves, and each of those is you know, a crystal diamante put onto that, and the fact that on that very, very fine chiffon and that heavy crystal, it's still surviving.
Absolutely.
It's still there. So it must have been a very special dress for a woman in the 20s.
For you, what does fashion mean? I mean, besides your love for fashion, how do you think it impacts the everyday woman?
Well, I think fashion is something, a way of speaking about yourself individually, so that when you walk into a room wearing something, people in a nice way, hopefully, can, you know, say, oh, this woman looks very businesslike, or wow, she looks like she's going to a party. So I think it's a way of expressing ourselves before we even say anything and introduce ourselves. And I think also it shows that we are either current with what's happening in the fashion world, or wearing an outfit like this. You know, it's sort of choosing things that fit the situation. But I think fashion it's that first impression.
Absolutely. Dreaming of Chanel, the book. Make sure you guys pick it up. I mean, women that are very inspired by Chanel and by the collection and by the design itself, and by the glamour that it brings, and you want to know a little bit more of the stories that are contained inside. Make sure and check it out, pick it up, and it's always great to support beautiful women like yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
A pleasure. Thank you.
And congratulations on your wonderful inherited collection.
Oh my gosh, I know. I mean, you know, every woman's dream, but sometimes there are moments I'm thinking, what am I going to wear when I've got 3,000 dresses to choose from?
I know. Charlotte Smith, thank you so much.
A pleasure.
And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.